Hey folks, I'm very fortunate to live in a small town that allows us to have chickens. As long as they're not a sound or smell problem, then you're allowed to have them. And this is our chicken pen, and I'm going to do a little work around it today. But first, you always got to check for eggs. As you can see, our egg box is New York City. We do have predators here, raccoons and a couple of other things, and as you can see, I have latches to keep them from getting in. And let's check it out. Oh, there's one. Oh wow, bonus day today. It never gets old coming out and harvesting the eggs. Laying eggs is just one way our girls pay for their keep. Let's go in. So you can see heavy fortification. Hey ladies, how are y'all? Inside the pen we use deep mulch wood chips, and these ladies scratch around in it and get it going. But within the outer perimeter I have a dedicated compost box, and that's what we'll be doing today, is harvesting the more finished compost out of here. My method is I harvest out of the box, and then I take all of this yard mulch and shovel it into the box, and then I have a giant pile outside here that I shovel in to make new mulch on the yard, and the cycle continues over and over. Chickens love routine, and so this only happens every so often, so it doesn't seem routine to them. Even though they're somewhat comfortable, they're a little bit on edge, and but we'll get this shoveled out of here and then move on to the next phase. You can see how wonderful that is. They've been scratching around, stirring it up. Pooping in it. Lots of nitrogen. We use a back to Eden style garden here, so the nitrogen from this is very important to us. Here, let me move this light out of the way. You can see it a little better. We can provide heat for the ladies if they need it. They don't much. We live in a zone where we really don't have to supplement their heat very much. Part of the routine for the girls is that every evening I let them out and they roam around in the garden primarily and scratch and peck and look for things, and then they put themselves back in the pen at right around dusk, and then I come out and just lock the gate behind them. We consider this our maximum security because like I said, we do have predators that we have to be cautious about, and other neighbors that have had chickens have lost chickens due to raccoons digging under and that kind of thing. So we try to protect them pretty well, and so far haven't lost any. You can see everyone's really excited about the new territory, even though they can work this every day. When you dig down, it gives them some fresh, and they may have missed something. they're fairly efficient at pulling out. What I do is all the table scraps are brought out here and put in this box, which as you can see is inside of our chicken yard. Yes, they do have a rocking chair and a chandelier, per my wife. And so okay, on to wheelbarrow number 2. You notice there's no chickens in the box anymore because, like I said, the routine has been broken, and this wheelbarrow sitting here is not normal. They're actually right over all underneath where you're hanging out, and so we'll get this taken care of, and then but the girls won't be so upset when I move the wheelbarrow away. Now you noticed the chickens that we had. There are 5 Buff Orpington. I specifically picked them because they're such a quiet breed. Even with each other, they don't fight and fuss as much. All chickens cackle when they lay an egg, but they're very quiet. It allows me to have a few more chickens than if I had leghorns or even some of the others. Now we do have 4. We have 3 sex links and 1 red star. All right, let's get this out of here. See all the sticks and stems. That's what it looks like going in. Very different coming out. I put the camera down just to show you that they will let us pick them up and are not afraid. She's a little bit nervous about the camera. Something new. Anytime anything's new, they don't like that, do you? Okay, you ready to get down? Huh? This one's name is Loop-de-Loo. I can identify her mostly now from her comb, but when she was young, every time she got frightened, she would simply just run around and around in a circle, and everyone else would run away, and she'd still be running in a circle. So she got named Loop Lou, didn't you? Okay, the way that I get them to focus on this composting box is our routine is in the morning, I bring them some scratch grains. Just basic scratch grains you get at any supply house. It's almost like crack to a chicken. And you can see them looking it over. Hey there. So I put it on the pile. But I don't just let them pick it off the top. We mix it under, and they know what's coming. You see how they're trying to get as much as possible. Okay. Turn it over. That one may be just a little big. Right, girls? I'll get it in a minute. Now they have to work for it. I don't know if you can tell, but they've started the scratching action, and it doesn't take much to get the first ones, but they're buried 3 or 4 inches deep, and they'll have to work at it. And this encourages that foraging behavior that they need to have.